Hi everyone. Hello, my name is Julia and welcome to my fitness page. This morning I thought I'd just show you a few simple exercises, some Fitness Pilates with the mini ball. This mini ball is just like a normal soft ball, but it's really helpful to engage the abdominal muscles a little deeper and to get the inner thigh muscles working and the pelvic floor muscles working too. Depending on where we use the ball as well, sometimes it makes the exercise a little bit more comfy. Okay, we'll start warming up. I'll just pop the ball down while we warm up. I first need you to get into a good posture. So take your feet together, turn the toes to the corners and align the heels with the toes. And I want you to roll your shoulders back and down. Now I want you to find a neutral spine. So I want you to tilt your pelvis, rock it forwards and back to the two extremes, and then find that midpoint in between those two extremes, which is your neutral spine. To take a few nice deep breaths now. Take one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. Now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to feel your chest and your tummy expanding and contracting as you breathe. So as you take a deep breath in, really push that tummy out. Feel that chest expand, and when you breathe, exhale. I want those tummy muscles to come back in and the chest to come back in, okay? Just notice that for a few breaths. Then on your next exhale, when you contract that tummy in, keep it contracted and just start to breathe through the chest. So your tummy is feeling quite still, but your chest is expanding and contracting as you breathe. So you've got your abdominals braced, breathing laterally, you've got a nice position, you've got a neutral spine. Let's just roll the shoulder. That's it, a few more. Start to circle the arm a little, make it a bit bigger. Two more. And roll the shoulder again. Circle the arm. And roll. Let's have a little side bend. Side and centre. So reaching down. Four more. Starting to stretch through those obliques, the waist muscles. Roll the shoulders again, both together. Start to raise an alternate heel. Roll through the foot. Now start to exaggerate. Bend those knees, push the bottom back. Walking through, working through the calves. Let's do a little half roll down. So drop the head, roll halfway, pop your hands above your knees, and then lengthen out that spine. Now pull in the tummy button, arch up the back, hold it there. And then back to that flattened spine position. Arch up. And then gently roll back up. Brilliant. Take a little side lunge, side and centre, so that inner leg stays straight and you're starting to stretch the inner thigh. We'll hold it down, hold it it here, feel the stretch. Come back to centre, one more on the other side, hold. Back to centre, raise a knee. 2 more. And then a side leg raise. Sit a few more, lengthen the leg through. And then a little back leg raise this time. So take the leg behind. Leaning slightly forwards. Squeeze the bottom. One more. Brilliant. Okay, let's come down onto the mat and we'll use our ball. I'm going to go onto side first. And I'm going to pop the ball underneath my lower leg. Then I'm going to extend my arm and I'm just going to let my head rest on my arm there. I'm going to stack my hips, those abdominals are braced. Pull away here a little bit with your waist from the mat. Squeeze the bottom and just hold that position. This hand can go here for support and we're going to raise the top leg, raise it up and lower. So as I raise, I'm going to point the toes and as I lower, I'm going to flex the foot. I want you to keep breathing, I don't want you to hold your breath. We've got a little bit of instability from the ball that lower leg is leaning on. Take this arm away for a little bit more challenge. Engage those abdominals. Excellent, well done. Change the ball position now. Pop it just above the ankles. Squeeze it together. Stack the hips again. And this time I'm going to raise both legs together. Okay, so I'm coming up and lower. You won't get as high with the legs, but think of lengthening those legs. So we're not worried too much about the height. That's it. Keep breathing. You'll start to feel a little pinch in the waist as you raise those legs. The legs are working, the inner thighs are working. Keep squeezing that ball. One more. Excellent. Bring that ball in. Come onto your back. Pop the ball between the knees. We'll start with our feet on the floor. Take your arms to the side, nice and wide. And I'm just going to drop my knees to one side gently. So I'm going to take the knees down, but I'm going to keep both shoulders on the floor and then bring the knees back to centre. So I'm not going to take the knees all the way down. Take them over. Start that mobilisation through the mid part. Breathe. And centre. Over to the other side. Now if that feels good for you and that feels okay and you want more of a challenge, you could take both feet into a tabletop position. Now we've got to really brace the abdominals now because we've got our feet off the floor and we're working those abdominals hard. I want you to check you've got that neutral spine. So you'll probably have a little gap underneath, not too big. I want you to keep that neutral spine as you move. But then we come out of that spine as as we come over to the side. And back to centre. That's it, and then we come back out of that neutral spine as we drop the knees. Come back into it as we come to centre. A few more. Keep those shoulders down onto the mat. Squeeze that ball between the knees. Keep breathing. Excellent, well done. Take the ball away, have a little hug. And let's swap over. Let's come to the other side, so I don't want you to go lopsided. So pop the ball underneath that lower leg. Stack the hips like we did before. Brace the abdominals, pulling away from the waist, from the mat. Squeeze the bottom a little. Hand can be here for support. We're going to raise the top leg and lower. So lengthen the leg and lower. That's it. Flex that foot as you lower. Work into the bottom there. Give me 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent. Let's swap that ball. Pop it just above the ankles. Squeeze there. Again, brace the abdominals. Get those hips stacked. And we're going to raise both legs and lower. Keep breathing. Are we squeezing that ball? Are we lengthening the legs? Can we feel a little pinch here? Just give me 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent, well done. And we'll do one last one where we're on all fours. We're going to get a little mobilisation through the upper spine. So I want you to come onto all fours with hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I'm going to come back slightly, and then I want you to stay in that position. So I want you to keep your hips in that position, so they're not going to rock about and they're not going to go forward and back. They're going to stay pretty still. I'm going to thread my hand underneath, rolling the ball, bringing it back. Okay, so I'm going to get a little rotation through the upper spine and rotate back. That's it. So palm is facing upwards. We'll do 1 more. Excellent. Let's do the other side. So we're going to roll the ball under and back. Roll it under. One last one. Excellent, well done. Let's take a little cat stretch while we're here for the back. Arch up, pull in the tummy button, drop the chin towards the chest and look through those knees. Then come back to a neutral position with your spine. Do that one more time. And back to neutral. Pop your toes into the mat and push your hips towards the ceiling. And then raise an alternate heel. And walk feet. Push both heels back as far as you can towards the mat. Feel the stretch down the back of the legs. And then gently walk your hands towards your toes. Bend your knees if you need to. And roll on out. Bone by bone, head coming up last. Roll the shoulders round. Take a deep breath in. And out. Loosen off the legs. And give yourself a little clap. Well done.